Let me introduce Miss Ilene. She is also known as the Heart Healer. Today, she's going to be talking about opening your heart to love. It's going to be a meditation for clearing and healing. Um, the Heart Healer, she guides you to experience the consciously connecting to your heart and love. She's going to also review the basics of Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian process of repentance, forgiveness, and transmutation. And she'll be incorporating this into the meditation, supporting all of us as a collective of humanity and Mother Earth. So Ilene, let me tell you a little bit about her. She's got a great bio. Here she is. Okay, she combines over 50 years in nursing and 25 years in vibrational healing to create a holistic approach to clearing energy blocks and promoting healing. She helps international clientele of heart-centered individuals and entrepreneurs who struggle with fear, self-sabotaging, negative thoughts or behaviors, and self-worth issues to experience inner peace, self-confidence, empowerment, and clarity of their soul's purpose. Enjoy the benefits of working with an experienced practitioner who has served thousands of clients just like you. And if you're ready to clear the root cause of virtually any issue you've been struggling with, now is the time. So she comes to us as a conscious channel, Akashic record reader, medical intuitive, expert in vibrational healing, radio show host, teacher, author, speaker, certified in healing touch and Ho'oponopono, as a medical intuitive, and also the host of the Heart Healing Radio Network, offering weekly spiritual wisdom and live readings. Okay, Miss Ilene, you got the floor for 30 minutes.
Ooh, thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is my joy, absolute joy to be here. And thank you so much, Sheri, for creating this extraordinary space. And hello to Leslie. Thank you for the message in the chat. So today, what I was guided to share was a little bit about conscious connection to the heart, a little bit about why Ho'oponopono, the ancient Hawaiian process of problem solving, forgiveness, transmutation, and whatever other language you like to use for it, is so powerful, simple to use, and powerful in terms of its efficacy, its effectiveness, its benefits. And then we're going to do a guided meditation, because for me, the energy of today is unique in that it expands our ability to connect with our hearts. And when we gather as a group, it expands the energy exponentially. And we, even though we are not all in the same room, for those of you that are energy aware, I think you'll agree that the energy is palpable of everyone that is connected to this session now, and that has been connected to this day, this event, by their intention, whether they are physically present in the main room or not at this time. It's the beauty of how things flow energetically. When we utilize the energy, when it is uniquely expansive, then we are able to exponentially accomplish whatever our heart's desire is in that type of energy grid. And so as the heart healer, what I know and trust is that we are all here, whether we are consciously knowing of it or not, to remember how to be a loving presence in our relationship with ourselves first, our source as we know it to be and believe it to be, in our relationships with others and our life experiences. And when I say it is our soul's purpose to remember how to be a loving presence, it's language that way intentionally because we already know how to do it. We don't remember sometimes how to consciously do it, or we don't choose to consciously do it. And so it changes everything. How we are being in this relationship with ourselves is what defines our life experiences. So if you don't love what's coming up for you on the outside, there's only one place to look, and that is within. Because we are creating it all, albeit we are not creating it consciously. There's a wonderful book called The User Illusion by Nortranders. And in it, there is a reference to, for every 15, that's 15 bits of data or information that we're consciously aware of per second, there are 11 to 15 million bits of information per second that we have no conscious knowing of. So how much do you think we're actually creating consciously? And all of the different tools that so many of us have used to manifest or to gain wisdom and excel at the art of manifesting, and we've found that they haven't worked for us, that may help you to understand why not. Because so much of what is occurring, what is showing up in our world, is doing so from memories replaying from the subconscious mind. And what I trust and know is that there's really nothing new under the sun. We may find different ways to language it, to understand it, to explain it, but at the core, from an energetic perspective, I think it's all the same. And that to me is very empowering, because it's why there are so many facilitators of healing, so many readers, so many gifted people on the planet that are there to help serve the elevation of consciousness for the all of us, right? Because we each resonate with a different way that things are languaged. We each resonate with a different presence that someone expresses the knowledge or wisdom through. And so don't get frustrated when you go from person to person where you feel like, well, I don't feel like I resonate with this person anymore. Your vibration has shifted and the new teacher always comes. It's wonderful how that unfolds for us very effortlessly if we don't get in the way of it. And so Ho'oponopono is the ancient Hawaiian process of problem solving. It is that prayer, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, that so many of us are aware of. And without going into a lot of detail, because we're limited with our time that we get to share with each other today, I want to say to you that it has been powerful for me. It helped me to shift PTSD from childhood trauma in the most amazing, feeling like it was miraculous ways. And it has been a tool that I have been blessed to be able to teach to hundreds of people in the last couple of years, since my focus has been towards that. And whatever other tools are in my
I left my room.
Support people, right?
So where am I supposed to be going?
Okay. Blessed One, if you would mute yourself, I would be grateful. Thank you. And so what I found was not only did it help me to heal my PTSD, which I had done many different things to work and address it consciously, but what happened was that it shifted my relationship with the person who was the perpetrator of the trauma, shall we say. It's miraculous in the way that it shifts, but in truth, what it's doing is it is literally initiating the process of clearing whatever the root cause for the issue is. Excuse me while I take a little sip of water. The root cause of everything that we identify as the problem, based on Ho'oponopono, are memories replaying from our subconscious mind. What that means is that we don't know the all of what it is, but when we engage in what the problem is, when we think about that energetically, what we focus on is what expands and grows. So in Ho'oponopono language, when we engage in the problem, we create more of it. Energetically, the problem expands and grows. So doesn't it make sense that the easier thing to do and the more powerful thing to do is to focus on the solution? Don't engage in it. Don't ask questions about it. There's no need. All we need to do really is simply honor that it's there, honor that we've recognized that there is a problem, and initiate the clearing. To whatever memories, this is a good language format that you might use, to whatever memories are in me, because there's nothing outside of us, remember, it's just all from within. To whatever memories are in me that are the cause of, and fill in the blank, that's the problem on any and all levels. If it's something related to something outside of you, you might consider adding the phrase that I am to atone for, if that feels right to you. And then you add, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, or just I love you, or just thank you. What this is doing is when you say, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, you're literally saying it to the inner child in you that manages the subconscious mind, where all these memories are replaying. When you say thank you, you're saying thank you to divine creator God for clearing the pattern. Because God, in its divine wisdom and compassion, understands and knows. We don't know the all of it. And so when we give up the need to know, to understand, to figure it out, and we simply just keep initiating the clearing of whatever the problem is, then all that energy that represents the problem starts clearing more and more and more. And ultimately we end up feeling and knowing and experiencing the shift in the human realm. I released back pain in an hour of doing this. That particular pain in my back has never returned. In 4 months, I went from having a very adversarial and challenging relationship with the person that I shared with you, who's almost 95 years old. In 4 months, we experienced such a shift in this relationship that for someone who could never say I love you, let alone receive an I love you from someone else, she was able to receive that and is able to respond to it most of the time. I never have an expectation. I simply observe with incredible gratitude at the amazing power of this ancient process, which is galactic in origin. I have been told from channel, so ancient. It's older than the ancient Hawaiians, and their society is 2,500 some odd years old. And so if it's been around that long, can you imagine how powerful it is? And don't let the simplicity of it shy you away from understanding and appreciating its power, because it is quite powerful. Okay, so conscious heart connection, Ho'oponopono. We're at a time of amazing changes. A lot of people are seeing this time with great fear and feeling very restricted, because we are in many ways on the human realm. But this is an extraordinary time of opportunity. It all depends on who we choose to be in the experience of what is unfolding in our lives. That's the only part we get to choose. So I invite you to consider that as you move in and out of your day-to-day moments, day after day. What is it that you're identifying as a problem? How do you choose to address it? Does it speak to you that all that you might consider doing is simply saying, whatever this problem is, even if I don't know the all of it, I can just say, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you to it. Or, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. You don't even need to say more than that. If your intention is that you're asking for whatever the emotion, the thought, the physical sensation, the belief any aspect of it that you're ready to clear, if your intention is that, then God, Divine Creator, understands that. The I love you, the I'm sorry, the please forgive me actually states to the universe, to God, Divine Creator, that you are accepting 100% responsibility for the issue, even though you have no idea where it came from. Could be a past life issue. It could be something you picked up along the way. It doesn't matter. Your left brain doesn't need to know what it is in order for this process to be effective. And so simply by saying, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, or just I love you, or just thank you, you're owning responsibility for it. And God, Divine Creator says, she says, or he says, he's ready to have this cleared. Let's do that. But just like we have so many programs in a computer, right? And we don't understand all of how that works. There are so many energy patterns that represent the problems that we identify, whether they're physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, or otherwise. And so we don't need to know or identify it. We can simply say. And each time we say the prayer, another pattern of energy is cleared. And we reach that point of critical mass when enough of it's cleared that we actually start experiencing a shift in our physical 5 sensory realm of existence. And there's nothing more joyful than knowing that something simple can have such a profound benefit. I love teaching this. I love being able to hear from clients, from friends, from family members that, you know, it really does work. So I invite you to consider it. So with the rest of my time with you, we have about 10 more minutes. I would love to be able to offer you a meditation. So as long as you're not driving, I'm going to be holding these clearing tools. Whoop, there, I think you can see that. I'm going to hold this in my left hand. This is an intention disc, right? It is a clearing tool. We can talk more about this another time. Pop into my room. I'm happy to share. And I use these each month for my monthly new moon clearing process, which you can find out about if you just pop into my website. And my contact information and everything is in the chat now from when we first came on in the beginning of our time together at noon. So you can look back there. This I'm going to put in my right hand, and this is called a Sirius, as in the star system, balance pendant. And the two of them work synergistically together. So left hand, right hand. For those of you that are energy sensitive, all you need to do is in your mind and by intention, connect with my hands. For those of you that aren't energy sensitive or aware, just set the intention that your left hand is connected to mine, holding the tool, and your right hand is connected to my right hand, holding the tool. And just now uncross your ankles and knees. Close your eyes if you're not driving or operating heavy machinery. And breathe. Relax your belly muscles and just breathe. Be very conscious of the coolness of the air as you breathe in and the warmth of the air as you breathe out. Let your shoulders relax. Let go of any tension that you're holding there. Release the tension from your jaw and the muscles from around your eyes. And as you breathe, feel that tension release from your back and shoulders. And continue to breathe nice and deep and slow in and out. And now, if you will, focus on your heart center. Imagine your breath is breathing into the heart center and out of it. Breathing in all the way to the back of the chest. And as you breathe out, that breath comes out the front of that beautiful divine heart center, where your love emanates from and where you receive love into. Now imagine a beautiful bubble of love light. You get to pick the color and see it forming around you. A beautiful cocoon or bubble of love light. So that now with each breath in and out, you're breathing more love light in and more love light out. And it blends with the love light that's already connected to every cell in your body, but simply magnifies it. So that that light of love is more and more brilliant, more and more expansive, from head to toe, and every cell in between. Because love is not something we are separate from. When we took our first breath into these bodies, our soul essence, which is pure, unconditional love, anchored itself into every cell in our body. It's what gives us life. And it is this part of us, our soul essence, that departs the body when we transition back to spirit. So we're never separate from that unconditional, divine presence of love. We just lose our conscious connection to it. When we get wrapped up in this human existence, in this illusion of being solid in our bodies, in this illusion that has us with mind, ego, personality, and emotions, and words. And so when we breathe into and out of our heart centers, we elevate our vibration and give ourselves the opportunity to connect consciously by intention to the love that's already there. The more we do it, the more that conscious connection expands, the higher our vibration, the more in alignment we all are with why we're here. To remember to be a loving presence in our relationship with ourselves first. And breathe. And so let us do a little bit of clearing of whatever keeps us from the beauty of that heart connection. As we're holding these beautiful tools, we'll add the Ho'oponopono and simply say to whatever memories are in me that are the source of my suffering on any and all levels that I am to atone for. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love you. I'm sorry for whatever I did to create this suffering. I have no idea what I've done. Please forgive me for whatever I've done to create this. And thank you, God, Divine Creator, or by whatever name it is known to you, for clearing all of it. I am so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, 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 I love you. And breathe. to whatever memories are in me that are a source of suffering for all of humanity on any and all levels, that I am to atone for. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love 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 you. And breathe with me. And breathe out. To whatever memories are in me that are a source of suffering on any and all levels for our blessed Mother Earth, for all who dwell within, upon, and above her, for all who dwell in any dimension that is connected to our experience here and now, that I am to atone for. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and thank you. I love 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 you. Thank 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 you. And take a couple of nice, deep, slow breaths to deepen that beautiful connection to your heart center, to the divine, unconditional presence of love that you are, that we all are. For it is at this place that we are but one light of love, one presence. All of us the same, all of us connected. And for this, I am eternally grateful. And so it is. Thank you all so much for choosing to share this time with me and with all of us together, that we can bring more light of love into our hearts consciously to benefit the collective of humanity. I love you. Thank you so much. It is my joy to have shared this time with you. I am Ilene Gottlieb, the Heart Healer. Blessings.
Blessings, Ilene. You give me goosebumps.
Oh, thank you, sweet lady. Thank you.
Would you like to raffle off something?
I would. So I am going to raffle off. This is a gift certificate that I will send by email to whoever wins this. I have thought of a number from 0 to 500.
Hey, everybody, get your numbers in the chat room.
And make sure that it says everyone. And I know what my number is, so I'm going to give everyone a chance to consider it.
Everybody want a session with Ilene? What's the value, Ilene?
It is worth $350. It is a private session of an hour. Actually, it's going to be much more than that. But an hour Akashic Records reading and an aromatherapy assessment. I will do a read with you and we'll make some recommendations for essential oils so that you can receive therapeutic benefit from that. All right, let me see if anybody got it.
Just keep numbers coming in, everybody.
Yeah, I see that. Keep them coming. Nobody's got it yet. Oh, someone got it.
Someone got it right on the mark.
Yeah, I'm going to give everybody a little bit of chance because if there's more than one person that got this number, I will give 2 gift certificates out.
Why don't you write it down and hold it up? Write down the number. Because I think you might have more than one. I see quite a few duplicates. Anybody else left? Last chance to win a session with Ilene, valued at $350. Anybody watching from Facebook or YouTube, you need to be here to participate. So check into the link on allevents.in and come see us. The link is actually 88 Virtual Fair, which is bit.ly, T.ly 88 virtual fair will get you into the room. Okay, everyone got your numbers up? Okay, we got a lot of numbers. Here we go, Eileen. What is it?
It is, I don't know if you can see it. It is 333.
Oh goodness, we got a few of those. It looks like you have a few winners.
Actually, I saw one. I saw, unless there are more, I saw a lady named Beatrice, if I'm pronouncing your divine name correctly.
Beatrice Venus and
Yeah.
Carolina. There's a, oh no, that she's a 253. Yep, Beatrice got it right on the mark. 333.
Wonderful, Beatrice. What I would invite you to do is, let's see, how is the best way for me to connect with her, Sheri?
Either she can put the email right now, or she can come visit you afterwards in the room and talk with you.
That would be great. I would love that. I am available between 5 and 6 and after 6:30. So when you have a few minutes, ask our Zoom engineer to invite you into my room. As long as no one else is there, I would be happy to talk with you. Thank you so much.
You can also pop it into the chat right now, Beatrice, if you want to write down your email in case you can't be there for the 5 o'clock. But you guys, we can make sure that the connection is made. I know who Beatrice is.
You're welcome, Beatrice. Thank you. My joy.
Lucky her. Beautiful. Great.
Thank you, Sheri.
Awesome. Thank you, Eileen. You're great.